Voaara, Madagascar opened last week. They had the first guests who just left. So it's brand new. And it is the the mastermind of Philippe Calderon, who is, he actually was the founders of PK's List and Kiwi Collection. And he actually grew up in Madagascar. So this is a kind of lifetime work to become an expert and to actually open his own hotel one day. And he's opening it here in his childhood home of Madagascar. So he has actually traveled through his role at PK's List and Kiwi Collection. He has traveled the world, staying in some of the world's best hotels, and he has combined that amazing spectrum of experience to create this beautiful property, Voaara, in Madagascar. So the property itself is actually it's not a brand new build. It actually was a property before. They've had a complete gut and complete renovation. So it actually was in existence before. But the whole idea of it is to really, and what's very exciting about Voaara Madagascar is it's really elevating the Madagascar accommodation scene. There's nothing else like this on the island, and it's such an incredible, diverse, and really fascinating island. So it's a very, very exciting project for us at Small Marketing to work on. Philippe, if you are there and you can hear me and you can speak, then just button any time. But in the meantime,
yes, can you hear me?
Can you hear me
now?
Oh, yes, we can hear you. Great.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone, and sorry about this. It's called African technology. Microphones only work part-time, but we have Starlink, so we're ready. Thank you for the nice introduction, Anita. I could hear you.
No worries. Anyway, I'm very happy to hand over to you, Philippe.
Perfect. So anyway, so my name is Philippe Kjellgren. I'm the owner and of the property, and super excited to be here. You can see my beautiful wife next to me and our little dog that we named Lost, as in Lost in Paradise, that we found at 6 weeks old, stumbling on the roads and looked like it would live for another 2 days, but now 9 months old and super happy. So I've stayed in a few hotels in my life, about 2,000 in 150 countries, and that was part of my journey with PK's List and Kiwi Collection. And I also created the Visa Luxury Hotel Collection. And one of the things that we found when we were traveling around the world was that we felt that a real, true barefoot luxury brand was missing. So Voaara is a new barefoot luxury brand, and the first in this brand is Madagascar. And why Madagascar? I grew up in Madagascar, and I went to school between the ages of 12 to 16 and fell in love with the country and decided to come back many years later to actually do something good. My wife and I, we don't have children, so our children is Madagascar, where we plan to give everything eventually to Madagascar, and part of our profits while we're still alive to Madagascar. And we have done a non-tipping policy, so we only charge a 10% service fee, and half of that goes to the island of Sainte Marie, where we're based, which we control and help schools, hospitals, churches, and replanting trees and reintroducing life while we're still here. Next, please. So Sainte Marie is a beautiful island off the northeast coast of Madagascar. It's 55 kilometers long and 15 kilometers wide, and it has six weekly domestic flights from Antananarivo. It takes just an hour to get here, and we operate 3 weekly scheduled charters to really boost the way to get here. Into Antananarivo, you can fly with Air France, Turkish Airlines, Emirates, Kenyan Airways from Nairobi, Airlink from South Africa, Mauritius, Reunion, and multiple other places actually are now flying to Madagascar. So it's not that hard to get to. One of the things that we did when we decided to do this was to promote this as a new barefoot luxury beach destination in the Indian Ocean, rivaling the likes of Seychelles, Mauritius, and even Maldives. We have stunning beaches, and it's something new and exciting to add to the Indian Ocean. And of course, Madagascar being such a huge place, it's 10% larger than France, and it's the 4th largest island in the world. Next, please. So this is one of our beaches, and just to put it in perspective, that's a person running there, so you can see the width of this beach. This is only half of one of our beaches. The other half is facing north, and the other place is facing south, and about the same distance. What's interesting is that we do not have any rocks. It's sand all the way in. It's not shallow, so at all times in the day you can just run in and jump into the first wave. There are no big waves or dangerous rip curls or currents, and there are no corals to hurt your feet. And we have the sunset. We're spread over 110 acres, and it's beachfront and jungle all the way down to the beach. And we have one 3-bedroom villa and two 2-bedroom bungalows and 5 1-bedroom bungalows. That is the first phase. And we are opening another 15 villas and another 15 bungalows once we are looking at phase 2 and 3. We have a lot of activities both on land and in the ocean, and also wildlife. Next, please. So as far as weather is concerned, this is pretty much the perfect place. We have 23 to 32 degrees all year round. If you're American, it's 75 to 90 degrees all year round. So it's never too cold, never too hot, same day and night. January, February, and March is sort of, sort of mid-January to mid-April. You have rain, and it's called cyclone period. Is sort of like your hurricane season in the Caribbean. Doesn't mean that it's bad weather. It just means that it could be bad weather. We do have rain those months, not maybe every day, but quite a lot. But you definitely get a lot of sunny periods. April to June, it's a little bit cooler and fresher, but a lot of sun. And then you have June to October, we have what we call the whale season. And it's a lot of sun, and it's a beautiful time to watch whales. We have one of the largest humpback whale migration in the world, where we this season had over 500 individuals coming close to our shores. And you can definitely see whales every day, even sitting on the beach. And then October, November, December is the best time, where we have very little rain and beautiful skies, and the ocean is completely still. Next. Our accommodations is sort of a little bit of Tulum meets Ibiza in Brazil, with the African flair, with a little bit of wabi-sabi style. We like the sort of the barefoot luxury vibe. This is our beach bungalows. Just to give you an idea, these aren't professional pictures. They are being taken next week, but gives you a good idea. This is how close you are to the ocean. And what's really good is that we are sunset facing, and we have Madagascar on the other side, about 15 kilometers away. So there's no chance for tsunamis or any dangerous waves to come and hit you. In 10 seconds, you can have your feet in the sand, and then you just do your little morning dip right there. All bungalows have a outdoor terrace. They have an indoor-outdoor bathroom, and they are quite spacious and very airy, in the sense that we do not have any windows. We have mosquito nets, and then we have an air conditioned system that's called Evening Breeze, that's sort of suspended over the mosquito net and just drops cold air in any temperature you like over it. This is our 2-bedroom beach loft. It has a loft on the top floor where you can sit and read a book and just look out over the ocean, and it's very spacious. This is inside the beach loft, and you can actually see the loft on the top there. You can see those driftwood. It's actually a staircase that you can see on the right-hand side leading up. All the amenities are, we have Marshall speakers, we have Dyson hairdressers, we have Nespresso machines, and all the luxury amenities that you want. And this is the view from your beach loft. If you look inside, we have a main bedroom with a large living area, and then in the back you have a twin bedded or a king size second bedroom, which is perfect for 2 couples or a family. And we could sleep another 2 people on the loft. You just take the steps up, and then on the top left-hand corner you have the large bathroom, and then the outdoor bathroom with outdoor shower and bathtub. This is a rendering of our 3-bedroom villa. You'll see on the next pictures here how it actually looks in real life. But this is a very spacious 3-bedroom beach pool villa, which sits 3 meters above the ocean and just steps away down to the beach with private access to the beach. If you look at this picture, you can see the 3 bedrooms in each of the wings, and then a large open plan living room with a dining table that seats 10 people, and then you have the pool, and you can see how close it is to the beach right here. This is inside, and again, very wabi-sabi style. We're looking at a lot of natural materials, a lot of materials we've looked at, from Madagascar. And here you can see the actual swimming pool and the sunset view. So these driftwoods have been collected. We've used a lot of recycled material and driftwood from along the beaches that we've found together with the locals. And it's been a chore, but it's been very rewarding in the same way. So we want to use a lot of local materials, and we love the sort of the look and feel of driftwood. As far as dining experiences goes, food is very important to us. It's one of our 3 pillars that we really focus on. The other 2 are design and service. But from a dining perspective, this is our vegetable garden, chef's garden. And if we look at the next picture, we will see, I think, Alex, our executive chef, who's a Spanish celebrity chef who's worked for Kiki La Costa, the 3 Michelin star chef. What's really cool with this guy is that not only is he a good friend, but he has worked for not only Kiki La Costa, but also for Nobu. So we're taking Spanish Mediterranean food with Asian inspiration, with taste from all over the world, using local material and seafood, abundance of seafood. This is the Grill restaurant, which is a beachfront dining with only 4 tables, or you can set up a table of 8 to 10 people. And here it's all sourced local food, and everything is grilled right in front of you. A lot of different experiences. We want people to be able to enjoy themselves while they're here. So we built a bird's nest, which can host about 20 people at once. It's quite a large deck on top where you can do stargazing, sunset, sundowners, or even whale watching in the day. We have an outdoor movie theater for 10 people. It could fit a lot more, but we decided to make it cozy, so it's for 10. And then we have a wood oven, clay oven next to it, where we can do pizzas after or before your movie. And then, of course, numerous number of different beach dining experiences, which we can cater to you, to your guests. Bars, on the picture here, you can actually see from above the bird's nest. So you see the size of that deck is quite impressive to do dinners, etc. We have an indoor bar, cocktail bar at La Plage by Sarion, which is more a cozy indoor setting. And then Franco's bar is a true sort of beach vibe with a, next to it, it has a beach, sort of beach club vibe, a little bit of a Ibiza mini format with a few loungers and great tunes playing all day long without making it a party place, but just relaxing. And then, of course, from an activities perspective, we have found a elusive wave that was forgotten since 2012, because we are in a location that we're the only one that can actually reach this wave by boat in 40 minutes. And it's for experts only. This was one of the smaller waves we caught that day, but it was one of the best pictures, so that's why we're sharing it. For beginners, we have our own, you can see next slide. For beginners, we have our own local house reef, where we also can do surfing. So that's more for beginners to intermediate, where we do surfing lessons if you want to. And it's about 1 minute away to our local wave. Snorkeling, yoga, stand-up paddle boards, mountain bike, fat tire e-bikes that you can go to the other side of the island, where you have a beach that's over 15 kilometers long, and you will not see a single soul on that beach. It's quite remarkable. Stargazing, of course, a little jungle gym, and a lot of hiking as well. And if we look at the next page, we'll see some more activities, I think. Whale watching, as I mentioned, June to September. The other day we were out and we saw 30 humpback whales in one session and 8 breaching, which was pretty incredible. Sunset Pirogue is actually a boat, a wooden local boat that would take you out for sunsets. Paddy scuba diving, deep sea fishing, free diving. We actually have a marine biologist here who's trained under the world champion in free diving. So he holds his breath for 5.5 minutes and will teach you breathing techniques and, you know, not to be afraid of the ocean, but it's quite a cool thing to learn. And then, of course, we have wing foiling, which is a great thing and fast to learn for those who haven't done it. It's easier than kite surfing and a little bit more elegant, in my opinion. Quad bike tours, castaway picnics, private dining experience, and of course, Sainte Marie was very famous for pirates back in the 16th, 17th centuries. This is where Captain Kidd lays buried, and also where in 2012 they found Captain Kidd's sunken treasure, and that's been documented at National Geographic. We can do day trips for lemurs, and of course, a lot of massage treatments. The rates is based on full board for the room, so it's not per person. We wanted to attract people that can, you know, sort of that can enjoy, how should I say, the barefoot luxury vibe. And so therefore we put it just under €1,000. Festive rates, we only increase the rates 30%, and festive is between the 20th of December to the 10th of January. All the rest of the year, it's 995 starting and goes up, as you can see here, and we're open all year round. So the way I would sell Voaara, this is the other half of the beach, and then we have another beach next to it. The way I would sell Voaara is either as a post-safari destination instead of Zanzibar or Kenya or Seychelles, or you can sell it as a part of a Malagasy adventure where as part of an itinerary, or as a standalone beach destination for people, especially from Europe, who are looking for a week or 10 days just going to an amazing beach destination. If you look at the picture at the end, you can see the beach. You can actually walk for an hour and a half in both directions and just see beach after beach after beach, and you will not see one building. That's a promise. So I hope to welcome you and your guests to Voaara. We're super excited to open this month, and we just had our first guest here last week, so we can't wait to welcome you and all your guests here. Just reach out to me or Anita at any time. If you have any questions, Anita knows a lot about us, so she's able to help.
Thank you so much, Philippe, and thank you for stepping in. I know the audience would have been far happier to hear from you than from me. We have got a couple of questions, if that's okay, that I just want to ask you whilst we've got you online. Leopoldine has asked, who is operating your 3 weekly charters and how reliable is it?
So it's called MTA. They are very reliable, and they have 15 different aircrafts. It's the largest private operator who's been in operation for over 30 years in Madagascar. They operate very nice planes, all of them with leather seats, and they have King Air, they have Caravans, they have Cessna 206, and they are very reliable. And we've been working with them now for a while.
Thank you for that. Another question from Caroline. I sell mostly Kenya and Tanzania. Do many of your guests combine? And if so, what sets you apart?
Well, I can say that if you're selling Kenya and Tanzania, as far as a safari goes, I would definitely continue and do that part. And then you add us as a beach destination. We're only 3 hours flight from Nairobi, so it's very easy to get here. And what sets us apart is that personally, I've been to 150 countries. I selected this place because of the stunning beauty, and the ocean and the beaches are a lot better than Tanzania, Zanzibar, or Kenyan coast. And I think that also the allure of Madagascar and maybe even being able to catch a lemur or so, it's obviously quite remarkable. Everyone wants to go to Madagascar. They don't know why. Maybe it's because of the cartoon, but I think the beaches here are absolutely incredible. We had a very prominent guest here who used to be the executive producer for the Today Show in New York. And she was just staying here, and she gave us a beautiful quote that we can use. And she said, "This is the type of place where 007 would take his Bond girl." So that's what sets us apart.
Love that. Caroline has asked how many other lodges are on the island.
There's quite a few actually. I wouldn't call them lodges, but because we're not really safari lodges in a sense, we're more beach parts. We are the most luxurious and high end. There is two other ones that they are sort of in the 4-star range, which are absolutely decent to stay. But we are sort of bringing something brand new to the destination. But what's interesting is that there's a lot of things to do on the island. There's several restaurants. There's a lot of other small little hotels, etc. There's a small town that have everything from a gas station to a few banks and a bunch of restaurants and some things to buy, etc. And there's some stunning places to go for sort of day trips. And there's also a small little island the south of us, which is called Ilonat, where you do amazing day trips too.
Brilliant, thank you. Laura has asked, how far are you from the famous Avenue of the Baobabs?
So we are on the northeast coast of Madagascar, and the baobabs are on the west coast. So it's very far, and unfortunately, it's on the east coast of Madagascar. You have no baobabs because it's too tropical, and baobabs prefer more dry and sort of desert-like weather. So you can do it. You can go there, but you need to do it as part of a larger itinerary.
Monique has asked, how do you pronounce the Baobabs?
Baobab.
Baobab. Thank you for that. Miranda said that she's got clients coming to stay with you on the 1st of October. So Miranda, you have to highlight their name so we can make sure they're looked after as VIPs, which obviously all guests will be. But it's very nice when they're only coming in 2 weeks' time. They'll be one of the pioneers experiencing the property. I think, Philippe, that is the end of the questions. So thank you very much for answering those. As is always the case, we have recorded the presentation. We will send it for you as a follow-up. I was also going to say that actually Njaka from Assistan, the DMC, came to stay at Voaara a few weeks ago and did a little video testimonial of his stay. And I'll send you the link to that. It's actually listed on the Voaara page on the Africa Hub. But it's great to be able to get his video testimonial as well of his experience. But thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And Ellie, is it full board or all inclusive? I can answer that. The rate is on full board, and it's per room rate as opposed to per person. But we'll send you through all the details. Vicky's asked, actually, Vicky, very good question, and I missed this at the part of the presentation. So Philippe, you can update everyone. She said, sorry if I missed it, but does the name mean anything?
Yes, it absolutely does. So the idea with Voaara was I wanted to something that you sort of play on words a little bit. So it's two Malagasy words put together that means sacred nature or forbidden fruit. To answer Laura's question as well, you can fly from one side of the island to the other. If you are talking about with private charter, it's about an hour and a half across.
Brilliant. Thank you. Great. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Philippe, for your time. And as I say, I'll follow up with you all and send you through the recording and all the information you need. As Philippe said, we are having a professional photographer going out in the next couple of weeks. We have got some great photographs, which were included in this presentation. But just so you're aware, we will be having professional photographs sent through in the next few weeks. So we will send those on to you as soon as we receive them. But thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And thank you, Philippe, for bringing a little bit of Malagasy sunshine into our afternoons.
Thank you so much, everyone, and hope to welcome you and your guest here soon. You will absolutely love it. It's something new and exciting for everyone to see.